to professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox, and this is
BDot, baby.
And we are your hosts for episode 13.
13.
We're back in the building.
Sir.
Don't let that 13 scare you away. It's going to be a great episode.
It ain't Friday 13. Don't worry.
Exactly, right? We're not superstitious over here. Numbers mean different things to us. You already know that. Check
Right.
episode 5, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
7,
Watch
8,
them all.
Yeah.
We talk about numbers. We do a lot of this. We're big talkers. We're in the building. So yeah, as usual,
Blah, blah.
ppeintox.com. Check out the store. Merchandise is in there with PPE merchandise, Awkward Intelligence merchandise. We're adding new things all the time. We got candles, we got hoodies, we got T-shirts. There's even a mug in there if you're still into drinking coffee, if that's your thing. Or whatever you want to drink. You can put anything in the mug. It doesn't have to be coffee.
Yeah, right.
It could be anything.
Don't gotta be coffee.
Yeah. Mugs are just known from coffee, but they don't have to be coffee.
Right.
So
Yeah, that would be kind of awkward though, putting like Kool-Aid and something.
in a mug?
Yeah.
It's
a little crazy, but it's a cup.
It's a cup.
It's a cup.
It's a cup.
It's a cup. It's a cup.
It's a cup.
Shit.
So yeah, ppeinmusic.com. As always, PPE Radio's on there. You can find all our albums, all the different music we do. We're here in PPE Studios. You know how it rocks. It's all on the website, ppeinmusic.com.
Go check it out. Got the radio on there.
Check it out.
Shit.
So, we're going to try and get some live streaming going together here pretty soon, too. We'll be live streaming stuff that's happening in this studio, 24/7 type shit. So we're going to be putting something together like that soon. So more details will come together. We're still working on some things. We're still trying to figure it out. Still trying to make sure we have all the hardware and software and all the, licensing and everything that goes with it all. You know how it goes.
Live.
It's always paperwork.
Going live.
It's always paperwork.
Yeah, you know how that work, man. You gotta get permission and shit.
Exactly. So we just got to make sure we got everything on our side handled, and then we can bring y'all some new ideas and some live streams and some different stuff that we want to do down the road to coincide with the Awkward Intelligence community. Give y'all something else to work, check in on and stuff like that. So, that's in the works. And then always, all love breakfast. Still rocking, still going.
Hey, we out here, baby. 5924 York Road, man. Come on down there, man.
There it is.
For real. Come down there. I ain't bragging nothing like that, but come down there.
6 to 10:30. Nope.
Sometimes the little black people, I come to
6:30.
6:37.
6:37.
8. It's like, nah. Yeah, come down, man. 6:30, 7:30, man.
Yeah, for you morning commuters.
Yeah.
If you're in the Baltimore area, you're in the north and York Road area, that's y'all right there. Northern Parkway, York Road. Them early commuters, get you some breakfast, get you something to start the day out with.
Yeah.
Check in, see what's happening, ask about Awkward Intelligence, whatever. We'll put something together.
We'll
have to do the Awkward Intelligence breakfast. It's like a certain platter or something, right?
Okay.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll see if maybe we can figure something out for the people, right?
Yeah.
Then come down and get that Awkward Intelligence platter.
You gotta come get it now. Gotta come get that.
So we'll keep y'all updated. We'll let y'all know what's happening with that. But yeah, we come up with new ideas all the time. Some of them we work them out. Some of them, everything just doesn't work out that way.
Right.
You try what you can try. You see what happens, see what works. So
try.
Yeah, always something going on there. Today's just been really weird, man. We were talking earlier before the show, just things have been a little off. We got things in life that are happening to us right now, just shit that's going on, and just haven't really felt, talkative, haven't really felt, me personally, I I don't know about you.
Same here, man.
That's why I'm bringing it up, seeing how we're doing, Just haven't been feeling real talkative, just haven't been feeling real, wanting to get out there, but, talk to the world and just really, it's just been weird. That's all you need to know for now. It's nothing crazy, nothing crazy that y'all need to worry about. But just want to let y'all know that my energy's not really all there right now. I'm still trying to gather it back up. And so if you notice any of that during the show, you have an idea of what's happening here. And, just want to be real with y'all. Just want to tell y'all what's happening, We're trying to do what we can.
We still here,
But the show must go
pushing.
on.
Yep.
The show must go on.
Must continue.
All right. So I guess let's go ahead and let's light something up and start getting started.
Yeah,
Get
man.
into some conversations. This is actually my first one of the day.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I got up this morning, got up late. I got up like 10. I was just trying to get other things together. And I knew the show was happening. We got to come up here and get some stuff straightened out. So had all that on my mind. And, like I said, life, everything else that's going on around right now. And just didn't have a moment to relax this morning. I just kind of, everything was moving. I had to get up here. I had to get to the store. I had to get my drinks.
Your drinks, yeah.
I went and got my drinks today, folks.
I missed the last episode. Got it today. I see it today, sir. I got you today.
The Calypso makes a return. Yeah, if y'all didn't see what happened last episode, go check out episode 12. You'll see what's going on over there.
Yeah, man. I ain't feeling leaving, man. My neck hurt, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with my neck.
Yeah,
man.
we talking about that.
Must have
Sleeping wrong.
slept wrong or something, man.
Yeah. What'd you say earlier? Like somebody asked you, hey, what's up?
Yeah, man. You gotta turn to
your whole body.
You gotta turn your whole damn body. What you say? That shit crazy. I hate that shit, man. Hey, it's a long time, that have happened to me before.
Yeah. It's
been a while.
It's like every, 3 to 6, 8 months or something. You'll just wake up and just be like, fuck, I did something.
Right.
I don't know what I did.
Right.
It was probably, a lot of, let's just jump into that then. So what I've heard before through, the lectures and channels and things that I listen to was they'll say some of y'all are waking up feeling sore, feeling tired, like you didn't sleep.
Okay.
May wake up with bruises, things like that, right? Because they say you're actually, when you go into those different dimensions, when you're dreaming and stuff, a lot of us are doing work. We're actually helping the planet through our higher self, through our dreams, right? So like the life we're living now is that 3D dense scenario of physical objects, right? But in that higher self dimension, you're still active, you're still doing things, you're going on missions, your rescue missions, you're cleaning up. Who knows what we're really doing? Because half the time you don't remember your dreams,
right.
So they say there's a lot of stuff like that going on. So like you wake up thinking you're supposed to be refreshed, but you ain't realized you just worked that whole time. You were doing work, putting in time and energy into building the planet and fixing things and whatever your mission is,
Right.
So that's another reason why some of y'all out there are possibly waking up tired, possibly waking up with aches and pains, possibly waking up, in different ways where you're like, I thought I got a good night's rest. I felt like I did, So be wary of that. It's not always something you're doing, or it's not always something that's here in this world. You also got a lot going on up here too.
Yeah.
So that can reflect into the 3D world as well.
Yeah. What you put in your brain,
We're dropping bombs
it
early.
could
today,
wear you
folks.
down.
We're dropping bombs early. We're getting into it. Yeah, and I'm sorry.
I ain't stressed, but they say stress kills, man. I'm not stressed, but that shit could get to you. For
Yeah, if
real.
you let it.
Yeah.
If you let it. And see, that's why like something like this, smoking, hobbies, different things you're doing with, with friends and family and, interactions. Those are good things to do to get your mind off a lot of that bullshit to try. It's like, like I said, I've been feeling off for a couple of days. But yesterday I came in here and I was going to work on some music or just do something. But what I ended up doing was kind of hanging out with other people who were working on music and just relax, just taking in the moment.
Yeah.
Letting them work, watching them work, just kind of there as a kind of a companion, just someone to talk to while they're in between takes and things like that. And just hanging out in a good vibe. And that for me actually, helped my mind kind of just relax in that time. I didn't feel like I had to work on music specifically to take my mind off of something. I just let the moment be the moment.
Right.
And just kind of took it in that way. And that was good for me. By the time I got home, late last night, because I stayed probably till midnight last night. But I got home and I just sat there and reflected for a second. I was like, you know what? I really didn't want to go anywhere today. I didn't really want to do anything. I didn't want to interact with nobody really. Just didn't feel that energy at that moment. But because I did, I felt good about it. I felt like, okay, I went out there. I did interact with a few people. It was chill, and I didn't feel like it was forced. I didn't force myself to go do anything, but I did happen to do some stuff, and I felt good about it. And I think that was good for my mental.
Yeah,
just
a little attention, shit like
right,
that.
just release some of that energy in a positive way.
Right.
I didn't go out and do something stupid because I'm just feeling a certain way.
Right.
And that's how you guys should do it. Take those energies you have, and just because they're a negative energy for you, per se, don't reflect them negatively. Try to be better and reflect them in a positive way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hobbies and ideas and friends. And even if you needed to just call somebody and just say, I just want to talk. I just want to chat. Or come here and watch Awkward Intelligence. We got 12 episodes. We're working on 13. Check out an episode and just take it as a moment to reflect with yourself.
Just relax.
Talk with some people. Get some different ideas and energies flowing. And you'll see where life will take you after that, And that's something that we all should be doing. That's the therapy. That's the little bit of, of therapy you can do by yourself without really thinking about doing it, per se, I guess. I don't know. We're all just spitballing here, folks.
Sometimes, man, you got to be by yourself sometimes, man. You got to understand yourself. You got to learn yourself, man.
Definitely. You should
For
definitely
real.
be good with yourself. Yeah.
You got to be good with yourself, man.
And we talk about that.
Yeah.
The inner work.
Yeah.
The inner work. And that's what it is. I'm reflecting right now. And that's why I'm kind of off, is because I'm not thinking about out this. Thinking about it in here. So that's, I think, why I'm kind of just a little off from the normal.
Yeah, it balance out.
The normal
intense
intox up here. I'm just not being that guy at this moment. But I'm trying to for you guys, only because I want to do this. I love this. I want to be part of this. But I'm just was letting y'all know where I'm at. We're not all perfect. We all got things going on in our lives, and we just don't let that stop you. Don't let that break you down. Those are little things to grow, little things to learn from, where, reflect on them, and, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Step by step, man. For real. Don't take no huge step. Just take a step, man.
Yeah, definitely.
For real. Some people just try to rush to get there. Don't worry, man. You'll get there. Take your time, man.
That's a big thing.
Remember that song, man? Take your time, young man. Mama used to say, man.
Yeah, Mama used to say.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I remember that one.
Man, don't rush to get old, man.
And I think I've learned that over the last couple of years too. Is patience. More patience. Like I have patience. Look, this is dating me. This is the type of patience I have. I have that sitting in the doctor's office patience. Back when they had magazines, you didn't have your phones. You know what I mean? If I got to sit in the doctor's office for an hour and wait for my appointment, I'm fine with just sitting there, reflecting on my thoughts and doing what I need to do. I don't need to call nobody, get on the phone. I don't have to be entertained. I'm that patient type of a person because I come from that background. That's the old world that used to, the patient world, right?
Right.
But you're right. Because of everything nowadays moving so fast and everything, you always feel like you got to get everything done. But that's what I've learned over the last couple of years was it's all just going to happen the way it's going to happen. Don't rush it. Don't chase it. Don't beg for it. Don't, it's like if you're sitting in traffic, talk to, if there's people in there, talk with them, get a conversation. That's what that's a good segue there. So sometimes when I'm like, if I'm taking my daughter to work, or if I'm picking her up from a friend's house or something like that, what I told her was, when we're chilling and we have our moments for a second, if you have any questions, ask those questions. Ask, how was your childhood? What did you, when you were 10, what did you, just because we don't do that with our parents, So I told her, I said, but sometimes I just throw it out there. I'll just give her a story. We're driving home, 10, 15-minute ride home, and I'll just start a story. I'll just be like, yeah, when I was like 10 years old, I used to run up and down the block, and I had, I knew the neighbors, and I had my little bike, and I used to, my mom would tell me, stay within a block or two. I wasn't within a block or two. I was down at the mall or something. You know what I mean? I was finding new paths into, what they didn't know. I was adventuring. I was learning my world. I was navigating the environment that I was in, And so, but that was because back then we had the imaginations. We barely had Nintendos.
Right.
So, there was no laptops. There was no computers. There was no phones.
None of that.
So you
we
had
to create our own fun, man.
You had to go climb trees and hang out in people's backyards and throw the frisbee and ride your bikes, and imagination had to be part of it.
Play marbles and shit like that,
Right.
man. These kids don't know nothing about nothing, man. Shit, man. We had to go outside and create some fun, man. You had to get up and go do something, man.
Right. Yeah, otherwise you sat in the house bored.
Yeah, looking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody would be like, what are you doing in the house? Why are you in the house? What are you doing in there? like there's nothing to do in there. What are you doing in there? So it was probably more like back then you were probably weird because you was in the house. Now you're weird if you're outside. You know what I mean? Now you're like, what are you doing outside? What's out there? I got my phone, I got my tablet, I got my computer, I got everything inside. I don't need to be outside.
I got a gym on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Look.
So did you hit the time?
333, yeah.
There it is.
See, I just
there it
looked
is.
Up. That's crazy.
333. Just catching numbers.
My fault.
No, you're good. You're good. That's what we do here. It's just this is life, and we try to teach and give advice and point at things as we go, but it's just life, And that's like with stuff that happens, when things are happening in my life, and then I got people looking at me going, "Why aren't you just mad about that?" And then I'm like, what's anger gonna do? What's that gonna fix? Because anger's how I feel, So I'm doing that to myself. I'm putting the anger in myself,
Right.
So there's moments for when you need to get your point across and you need to be in those angry moments. But that's part of my zen and part of my journey that I've been on is I pick and choose when I'm angry. I don't let situations tell me I'm supposed to be angry. That's why I can be frustrated. I can reflect. I can think about it. I can, take a step back. It's all those things. You should be able to do all those things. You should never let any scenario dictate how you're supposed to feel. That's how I look at it. Dropping bombs.
You said it. You said it. That's it. You should never let someone's actions change your actions, man. Change your scenario, man.
Right. You dictate how you feel.
Right.
You dictate how you feel.
That's crazy.
And that's why I'm saying right now I'm in a little bit of a bummer scenario because of some life situations that are happening. But I'm choosing to feel that way for my certain reasons, And I'm going to work through it. That's what I'm doing. That's what this show's helping me do.
That's what you got to do.
That's what I'm here to do today. I'll probably sit here and work through it right now. That's how you've seen revelations happen right on the show. So it's possible. It's totally possible.
You never know.
This is my, this is our community. This is my therapy. This is our community and my therapy. When I come here and talk to the folks and talk to the community and talk to BDot, this is us just getting our feelings and ideas and putting it out there and try to make sense of it and talk to the people. We love the comments. We love the criticism that we're getting. We love how everybody's asking us about things on the show and, hey, what's this? Hey, it would be better if y'all got a sign up that we talked about before, right? Still haven't done that.
Yeah, let us know something, man.
But
keep saying it.
Because you're interacting with us, that's the cool part. The cool part is watching that happen. We're this show, if you go watch episode 1 and then come back and watch episode 13, you'll see the difference of how we've changed in just those few weeks. Just those few weeks, we've made a little bit of a change. You know, we've adapted. Our table's different. Our you know, the way our vibe looks different. The way we're seated is different. You know, and all that is to work better, is to make this a better show for us and for y'all. You know, because when we had, if you back on episode 1 through what 7 maybe 1 through 6 something like that, our table was that flat 6-foot table.
Yeah.
And for me, when we're sitting there and we both have our backs to the wall, it's harder to do the, hey, you know, like
the necktie.
when like we're talking to each other, you know, like see how right now it's almost just easy for us to just talk to each other, but still talk to the camera and whatever else. So I was, you know, we're thinking about different ways of evolving the show, and it was like, well, let's try something else. Let's try a smaller table. Let's try this. We got to try all these things in order to figure out what's going to work for us, what's going to be better to give y'all a better experience, but also to have us have a better experience creating it for y'all. That's where we're at.
Bomb droppers.
We got to, you know what? Let's create that shirt.
Bomb droppers.
Let's create that shirt. That'd be a cool fan art shirt. We'll have to put something together. I'll get that to the artists, and we'll start figuring out what that's going to be. Awkward Intelligence, bomb droppers.
Yeah, bomb droppers. That's what it is.
I like that. That was cool, man. See, we just come up with shit all the time. That's how we do it. Came up with 2 things in the show already. We're 20 minutes in. We're 20 minutes in. We've already come up with 2 new ideas. That's how the world works. We're not just up here. We're giving y'all some real game out here, and it's free. This is free game on Spotify, on YouTube, on podcast apps. We're giving y'all free game right now instead of running
free
it
game.
on y'all. We could be running it on y'all. That's not how we roll. We've never been like that.
Nah.
You know, everybody. Look, if you work for something, you get what you've earned. You get what you've earned. So if we're out here putting in our work and we're giving y'all this game, you're gonna get out of it what you've earned. So, you know, and that goes for everything. If you're at work right now and your work's fucked up, they're fucking with you and shit, make sure you always get what you earn. Know what I mean? Don't let them take advantage of you.
That's why they got HR.
Right. But HR works for them.
Nah.
We also got to remember that.
You know what? I had to go to HR one time.
Yeah. I've only probably done it once too. And it was to quit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Just got to let y'all know. Checking in.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I've had other people go to HR for different things.
Had a racial.
Yeah. Different stuff like that. I've seen stuff happening between other people, but I've never had to go to HR for anything. There's a few times I should have, you know, for different things that happen. But, you know, I handled it in other ways.
Yeah.
and we didn't have problems after that.
Case closed.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Make sure that in your life no one's taking advantage of you. In any scenario. Always make sure you get what you've earned. And everybody else in karma will get what they've earned too.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah.
So yeah, just do you, be better, you know, try to be better, try to teach when you can, try to help when you can, you know, make sure you're doing all those things that'll keep your life on the proper path, you know.
Mm-hmm. Said that earlier. Don't let nobody change your path.
Change your path.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Because that's something we've talked about before too. Was when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh, did I just lose it? I just lost the thought. Where was I going with that? I was trying to say we've talked about this before. where it'll come back to me.
I hate when that shit happens.
It'll come back to me. Lost that one.
It's all good.
Yep, lost
It's
that
all
one.
good, man. But
It's just, it was just reiterating some things we've already said, but bringing it home. It's trying to bring it home again. You know how we do. We're basically just like I said, we're those guys standing on the corner holding the fucking sign saying the end is near. Screaming at the top of our lungs going, "What are you guys up to?"
I wouldn't say end, but I say reset.
Right.
Put it like
Well,
that.
the end of the world as you know it.
Yeah.
We're going to go into some better shit. So,
Yeah.
but we've also talked about shit. I just did it again.
Did it again.
2 in a row.
I kind of felt that. I definitely kind of felt that one. I was like, damn. You know, fucked around and messed up again. Lost this thought.
See, I'm off, folks.
I hate when
I'm
that
off,
happens,
folks.
man. I know.
It's not working right now.
It's all good,
It's a
man.
little weird. It's a little weird. Look who's in the building.
My man.
What's happening?
What's up, baby?
Sneak job. Sneak job. Oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just
We vibing today, man.
yeah,
We
we're just today's.
just-
You know what? Maybe that's what it is. It's just a vibe day. It's not. We didn't come in here with no topics as usual.
Right.
Just things were. I do my work throughout the week. I watch the shows and I do the research and things that I'm working on, and then you just kind of take that stuff into the show, and that's my work and research. But I don't sit here. We don't sit here with scripts and we're like, okay, these are the topics we need to talk about.
You gonna say this? You gonna say that?
We'll do that every now and again, like, hey, there's something I want to talk about, and then we'll
Right.
throw it into the show. But we do it naturally. We don't just go, okay, and our next topic is,
Right.
So that's why, like I said, today being a little off, my mind's not 100% there. So if I have a moment or two, it happens. It's we're gonna have those shows. If you're doing a show all the time, you're gonna have those shows where you're just not all the way there.
Right.
Sometimes you're a little off. It'll happen. But that's why we can sit here and talk about that, and that'll help the community because y'all are going through the same shit. Y'all are having things like that in your lives, things that happen to you, and then you're reflecting. You're trying to understand, where do I go from here? How do I make my next move? What's the next idea I need to work on? Or what do I need to work on? Is it me? Did I do something?
Right.
But that's good. That's the reflections. Those are the ideas. Those are the things, you got to look into, and, the community can have new tactics and new ideas to work on those things. Maybe, like I said, we're sitting here working it out, That's what we do here at Awkward Intelligence.
Unfolding it, man.
Yeah, you got to unfold it, see where it goes, see, check it out. Do the research.
Definitely got to do the research for real.
You've been watching the news and stuff lately? Been catching
The
anything?
news, I don't watch the news.
Or just like what's happening, kind of, you know what I mean?
Only
Because you
thing,
were talking about how you had seen some new
yeah. Only
events,
thing
new
I've been,
events.
I've been on is this derailed shit.
Right.
And I wasn't aware that there was others that happened.
They're continuing to happen. There's a chemical spill last night, I think it was, in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the city. Those other ones, East Palestine's only like 45 minutes, like southeast of Cincinnati, I think. And then I think if you go like another hour east, you hit Pittsburgh. So East Palestine on the map. I threw it up on my Instagram, folks, but on the map, it's in the center of like 6 different cities. So, the intel is saying, get out of Ohio. What are y'all doing over there?
Yeah, but shit. Someone say they can't leave.
Yeah, some people just don't have the means
just
to get up and go. But they're
That's
saying
a crazy
Ohio's
situation
got.
to be in, man.
You got to think, for the last month, 3 or 4 derailments. Isn't that the same path where the balloons came over that state? and flew in that area, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that.
No.
Look into that.
I don't think it was in that area.
But it's like, but all that activity is happening in that area. You got to start thinking, what's going on? Why is this happening? This is not normal. And that's all we're trying to point out to you folks. Things in the world are not normal. We said last episode,
it shouldn't be happening.
you're not uprising going, why are we under attack? Why is this happening to us? Right now, a lot of the world is being submissive to what's happening in the world. And I think we need to get a little more amped up about it as society, as the public, because if you want something to change, you need to voice that you want the change. Look at what happened like in Brazil. They rose up. They went to the Capitol. They told them, we want change. And they're starting to get it because they're actively telling the people, we want to fix this.
And they together.
And they're together. They're united about it, right? They're united even with the military. That's why they're not having conflicts. Think about that. They're uprising out there, but they're not pushing back like the riots in the U.S. all the time. When when the police are always there pushing the line. They're creating like all that stuff. There was aggressors that were in those crowds, purposely trying to start shit. To make you think that there was always conflict going on. That was the psyop. You see how that didn't happen in these other countries when they started rising up. You know, look at, what was it? I don't know if it was Indonesia or Sri Lanka or something. There was a couple other ones. They did the same thing. They ran up in their local state stuff and said, we are demanding change. But they did it peacefully. You know, they're not out there getting killed left and right, you know, because they're being shot down by the police and everything else. They're working together with them. Everybody's united. So that's where we got to be. I think that's where we got to get to. You know, I think we're being, in America right now, we're being too soft about it. We're just going, oh yeah, shit like that happens around here. It's weird.
It happens, you know. Nah. You know, and that's what these movies for, man.
Right.
These movies get us programmed.
Predictive programming.
You know, yep.
Yeah.
Get us ready for it. You know, so once it does happen, you be like, oh, well, it happened.
Yeah.
And just like, you know what? I still haven't watched it yet. White Noise.
Right.
I watched these. I watched my peoples. And they talking about it.
Right. They're
the
starting
White
to talk
Noise.
about
I was
it
like,
now, right?
wow,
Yeah.
we already hit that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Exactly.
wow. So I turn it again, watch somebody else.
They're
talking about the same
it,
thing.
right.
I was like, what?
Yeah. 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 Everybody
Yeah, so we was already
everybody
on it.
got on that.
Yeah.
Right. They started
Yeah.
seeing it and they started telling people, hey, check this movie out. Look at this. Watch this. And it's the same thing with a lot of other movies that we've watched that we don't even realize.
Right.
Those movies have told us a lot of things and we think it's just a movie. But what have we been telling you folks? The news is fake and the movies are real. You've been lied to.
Bamboozled. Bomb droppers.
And that's why we're pointing it out. We want you to see it because when I went through that same moment of, holy fuck, this is real shit. Like this, I've been lied to this much. It makes you feel a certain way. You start going, that's what starts making you want to research more.
To learn, right.
Because you start going, wait a minute. If they lied about this, and they lied about this, and they lied about this, what else are they lying to? And then you start realizing how deep it really goes. Those lies that you think are told to you are just the surface.
The surface.
There is so much more going on. They use those lies to hide the rest of this. That's what you start to realize.
Bomb droppers.
Bomb droppers. We're gonna see what we do is we'll have to get that shirt together where it's like us chilling, like with this scenario, like looking at the camera kind of a thing, and it'll say awkward intelligence, bomb droppers.
Have a whole bunch of bombs in the back and shit just going off, just boom, boom. A whole bunch of explosions and shit going on.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yes,
start
sir.
that shit.
Bomb droppers.
Right. Stay tuned.
My fault.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and today I see, like I said, just running out of the house today. I forgot to grab all my roll-ups, so I had one. So we're gonna see how far we can get with this.
It's all good. I got another one if we need one, baby.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But definitely. So let's see, what else can we get into here? What about
But that's the only thing I've been following lately, man. That spill.
That's pretty much all that's really out there for the most part.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's not much else
It's not
happening.
cool, man.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers over there they just inhaling that shit, man.
Right. Well, it's going to get in the water.
Yeah,
it's in the air. It's
in the
going to get
water.
in the food.
It's in the
It's going to get in the
soil.
livestock. It's going to get in the plants. Right. That area is just not going to be inhabitable for a while until we can get it cleaned up.
Do we have anything coming from Ohio? Like,
That area is considered the bread box of America. Like that's where that area is kind of like where what do they call it? Is it called the bread box or the something like that? I can't think of the term right now. But it's like the heartland, almost like the heartland. And then so I guess they would consider it like the heartland, and like there's probably like
so a lot of shit come out
farming
there.
and stuff that's in that area.
Yeah.
You would look at it, because that's why we're under attack, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Our food supply is under attack. Our water supply is under attack. The air is under attack. We're under attack. When are we going to get it? When are we going to start going, what's going on? We don't want this. This is not what we want.
It's not for the people, man. Bomb droppers.
They're out there right now like, these guys are so silly.
For real, man.
But we got to have fun, too.
Yeah,
Come on,
man,
stop.
for real. Gotta have fun.
Everything can't be serious.
Get the message, though.
Yeah. We can give it to you in a very fun way. Doesn't have to be, Tucker Carlson. But did you hear about that? So Tucker Carlson's been dropping bombs on Fox News lately. He's been red pilling the people, man. He's been telling them everything. He's been telling them everything y'all are seeing right now is fake. They've been lying to us about a lot of things. He's been telling them on Fox News.
You know what? Nobody listen though. Bomb droppers.
They haven't yet, but they're gonna start. The mainstream media is gonna start hearing more about what we're talking about. It's coming out. It's just the way it's gonna work. The world is changing. So at some point, you're gonna have people going, I just heard this on the news, and you're gonna be like, man, that's old news. But they're just getting it, and that's the part where we come into play, where all this comes together. When we start going, oh, let me help usher you through the same path I went through. Mm-hmm. But you know how we'll do that? We'll say, start at Awkward Intelligence episode 1. And you'll find your way.
Yeah.
Episode 13, here we are. We're working it.
Pushing through, man.
Yeah,
pushing through.
A lot of the comments on Instagram when I drop the little clips and stuff, they're always like, man, keep grinding, keep going. You're doing it. We love it, So everybody just wants us to succeed, so we appreciate your support. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. All love, baby.
Because for some people, this is their first indoctrination into this type of information. For some people, because you got to think, in your circles, you may be one of the only ones that has this information. So as we're putting this out, people around you now are starting to go, oh, that's what y'all been talking about. This is what y'all been saying, or and so maybe in this format, it might work better. Because sometimes when you're sitting at that barbecue or you're sitting at that that club chilling and hanging out and talking, people don't want to hear this conversation. That's not the avenue for it.
Right. It's not the time for it.
Right. So now we can give it to y'all in video format, in audio format, on podcasts, and then you at your leisure can listen and pause and stop. And when you hear that bomb drop go off, you're like, okay, I gotta take a second. This is a lot of information. This is more than I'm trying to think about right now. And that's okay. And that's why the show can be paused.
Right.
So that you can take a moment, reflect, research, do what you need to do, and then get back into it, because sometimes it is a lot of information.
Or it can be watched again.
And watched over and over. Yep. Exactly. That way, there's that's what I do.
And get in your brain.
Yeah, there's movies that I'll go back and watch.
And still in your brain.
Did you watch They Live? Did you go back and watch that one yet?
They Live?
They Live. Remember we talked about that with Ryder Ryder Popper?
No, I haven't. But guess what?
I found it on the stick.
I watched it tonight. I
found it on the stick.
I got you.
You're probably going to have to find it on the stick.
So
otherwise, you could pay for it. But
it's not on Netflix, nothing like that?
Nope. Well, it's on Prime.
Prime?
But it's $3.99.
$3.99?
Up to you.
I got $3.99.
Up to you, bro.
I got $3.99.
So I found it on the stick. I watched it like a week ago. And rewatching that movie from probably when I watched it as a kid or younger, I got a whole lot of different information out of it this time that I didn't probably see that last time. So a lot of times you might have to go back and rewatch some of these episodes that we're talking about, because once you're on the path doing your research and you find out new information, you can go back, re-listen to our episodes and understand new information, get a different decode than you did the first time.
Bomb droppers.
So I go back and watch old shows, different movies, and just get the new downloads I'm getting now, because I wasn't getting the download of it then. Because back then, I didn't have the same information I have now. Did y'all understand that? Or did I walk y'all in a circle? Rewind it a few times.
I was about to say.
Rewind it a few times.
I was the same thing. Rewind it.
Rewind it. Flip it. Reverse it. Right?
Playback.
So
So
sometimes you might have to watch, or also, I mean, I don't know how, I'm not YouTube savvy, so, but I'm like, if a place like that or whatever could let you like hit, like if you were like, because you got to watch, like if with YouTube you got to sign in with your Google account, right? So I think a feature they should have is you should be able to hit bookmarks, where you're watching a show and you're like, oh, that was interesting, and you could like just hit a bookmark, and then that way you can come back to that so you can show other people, because a lot of times people got to stop, pause it, try to screen record, and do all these things that they might not even understand, to get to that. So they'll see something that's interesting, or they'll see something they want to discuss, but then they don't know how to get back to it. You know how we'll be in there chilling, and they'll be like, "Yo, did you see this video about this?" And then you're looking for it. I can't even find it.
Hell yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like,
we got fast forward, rewind.
We got to be able to bookmark these things.
Yep. Might go forward fast. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Might pass it.
Yeah, because you're like flipping through it.
Right.
And you just flip right past some shit, and you're like, man, I can't even find it. I can't.
Need to have it like, how DVDs, they got chapters and shit. Need to have it like that.
Yeah,
I
think somebody was telling me about that sometimes with these shows, even on YouTube, they're doing them in like, it might be episode 12, right? Or whatever episode you're on. But it'll say chapter 1, like you're saying, or clip 1. But they might have like 4 clips that are the whole show. That way they're shorter, and I guess because people's nowadays their time, what is it called? They're fucking. They want everything fast. So a lot of people don't want to sit here for an hour and 20 minutes and listen to us ramble.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's why I told y'all before. I'm one of the guys who will sit there for 4, 5, 6 hours and watch a show and get as much information out of it so that I can bring it to y'all in 5 minutes and drop the download.
Bomb droppers.
And that's okay. You're just not that person. It's okay. That's why you're here. That's why you're here at Awkward Intelligence, to get the downloads, because somebody else did the work. You're still going to have to do your work, but I did this work, so come check it out. You know, that's it.
And I know y'all always heard this. Patience is the key. Patience is a virtue.
Yep. Yeah, every day it's a little something else.
Patience, man. Gotta have patience.
Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, every day I wake up, I always go, okay, there's one thing that I got to accomplish today. Whatever it is. Like today, the one thing I have to do today is this show. That's the one thing I have to do. Mm-hmm. That's how I put it in my mind.
That's in my mind too, yes, sir.
It's the one thing I have to do today. But everything else I do today is bonus work. You know, even if I go home and watch another download, or if before this I did something else, or whatever, or if I went and, did some other things, whatever it is. But always think to yourself every day, there's one thing I got to get done today, then everything else is bonus action, And you'll realize how much you can accomplish every day that way, throughout a week, throughout a month, throughout the year. You know what I mean? Of all the things you can change if you're just dealing with one thing at a time.
And fix it.
Yeah. Right? And do it.
I feel what you're saying.
Just do it. And then that way, by the end of the year,
it's knocked out.
You've fixed at least 365 things.
Got you.
Right? Mm-hmm. Or taken care of or managed or whatever it is, And so that's how I look at it. And that's what I try to do. And I'm not perfect. There's days I missed, I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm not doing anything. I can do it tomorrow, Mm-hmm. But you're right. Sometimes tomorrow don't come, right?
Yeah. Bomb droppers.
That's why if you can get one thing done every day, you'll feel accomplished. It'll help you feel that accomplishment, where you're just like, man, I feel like nothing's going on right in my life. It's like, but what are you doing every day to move one step closer to where you want to be? Mm-hmm. Just one thing. That's it.
You can't do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, even if that one thing is, I'm going to vacuum my room today or my living room or whatever. And you're like, that's the one thing I do have to do today. But you chose, what I think what that did? I think that's what helped me. It helped build a lot of discipline, just mental discipline of being there for myself. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And then mentally that made me a little more disciplined. And then I can use that in other areas of my life. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, oh, I got to go help you do this or whatever. Cool. But I'm disciplined to make sure I go do that now. Maybe before, you might have been a little more sluggish about it.
Right.
But over time, when you're doing that one thing at a time, I think that's what did kind of help me with that. It helped me build a lot more mental discipline. So yeah, there's a simple way to try it. Give it a month. See how it works out for you.
There it is.
Had to give him one revelation today, right?
Yeah, too many bombs out there today, baby. Too many bombs today. But yeah, man, you right. I feel you. Gotta do something.
Yeah.
Achieve something.
Right.
One thing at least.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a simple formula I came up with. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I probably saw it somewhere, probably some, you're scrolling Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Just, those little
Probably one of your shows and shit.
Yeah, it's something. Somewhere in there it
something
popped
in your
my
brain.
head.
Yeah.
And I just told myself, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to kind of work my way through this, And just every day, try to do something.
Man, mine is strong, man.
Yeah.
Mine is strong. You got to discipline it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. When you realize over the year accomplishments you've done, you're just like, I did this, I did that, we did this, I did that. You're just like, wow, look at all those things I did, that I was able to accomplish, along with everyone else that is around you and your friends and your family. They helped you create a lot of things too.
Right.
That's how powerful y'all are as a group. Look what we do around here as a group. All the different things we're able to do. So yeah, I guess that's another little gem for y'all is take care of your people.
Yeah.
If they're your people, if they're your friends, they're your family, they're whatever they are to you. Take care of them. Help them when you can. Don't let them get into bad scenarios.
Right.
Talk. Just have a conversation. At least you had that conversation. You say, "Hey, I attempted." If they still made their choices, they made their choices. But don't just let them make whatever bad choices if that's what you think it is. At least tell them like, "Hey, I don't feel like that's a good choice."
Right.
But you still got to do whatever you need to do.
Because that's you.
Yeah, you're not going to stop anybody from doing what they're going to do. But at least you can have that conversation and say, hey, man, or whoever, I love you, and I don't think that's a good way to go. But, you got to make your own choices too. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So take care of your people. Check in on them. See how they're doing.
Like we always say, man, spread love, man. For real. Even some strangers, man,
Yeah, yeah. Hold the door for somebody.
Shit.
You see them out there struggling, trying to get their packages in the door. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day too, and they said, we're just talking about being out, going out to eat and different things, right? And I was like, yeah, when I'm out and about like that, I feel like I'm just more loose. I'm more, I'm friendly. And the other person was like, yeah, I noticed that about you. They were like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm that friendly and open. I feel like they felt like they were more cold to the outside, and a little more annoyed with the outside. It was like they're cool when, it's like the one-on-one was fine.
Yeah.
But it was like everything else was like
around different people.
Yeah, like
shit,
what are you doing?
atmosphere.
Like they just felt that they were they noticed that between our interactions when we are out running around. And I was like, I've always been that way in a way.
Yeah,
but I've gotten better, lately, where I am just my energy's better. And I think when your energy's better, people just interact with you better. When you give off,
people feel it, man.
A certain energy, right?
Yeah, people feel that energy.
And some people are probably trying to do that or thinking they are, but there may be something blocking that, and maybe they aren't. And that's why when they're interacting with people, they get reactions where they're like, "Man, I wasn't even doing nothing to you. Like, why are you being weird?" So a lot of that out there is happening too. But I think, so think about that. Like, think about if you're carrying good energy, others around you are going to feel that. And that's going to carry over. People are going to be more friendly. They're going to want to talk to you. You're giving off these vibes. The vibes you're giving off, So just check your own energy sometimes,
Right.
You never know.
Sometimes you could be vibing so high, like you could make the person drop something.
Right.
Get the fumbling and shit. You just got to peep. You got to watch it.
Right. Or that too. Your vibe is so high, you're not worried about everybody else.
Right.
But that's what you know what I mean? You should be like, oh, I should make this room better. You know what I mean? Like, not just you. It's not always about you. It's about sharing with everybody, So you do have to worry about you at some point.
Yeah.
But it's not always about you. So just work on that. That's it. We're all working on it. I'm working on it. I'm not, we're all doing it. I'm learning and I'm teaching y'all. That's how I look at it.
Shit. Yeah. I talk to everybody when I go out, man.
Yeah.
I like the waitress and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I talk to them.
Just be friendly.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be rude to anybody or just because they're doing a certain thing for you means that you can't interact with them as a normal person. They're
Might
just
be standing in
normal
line and shit. You know, I might turn around and talk.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, they're just normal
Or you
people.
might talk to me. I'm like, yeah, okay. You want to start a conversation and shit like, it's cool.
Right, yeah. But I guess you always got to have at least one bad guy, right? Where you can be like, that's not what I ordered. It's not what he ordered. It's like if my mashed potatoes aren't right, I'm not the person that's going to say nothing. I don't want my food fucked up. I'll just take what you gave me. Because if I take it back, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you might do something crazy, but I don't yeah.
You know, I mean, yes, if it's legitimately
It's
fucked
all
up.
on it's all on how you present it.
Right. I'm like, you know,
if you come up there with an attitude like, look, hey, my shit was all fucked up.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Versus, hey, excuse me, my potatoes was a little hard.
Right.
Burnt.
A little burnt, something,
Yeah.
right? You know, and if it's a legitimate thing, because they'll look at it a lot of times, they'll go, oh, yeah, sorry, didn't even see that. You
right,
know?
right.
People make mistakes. It happens.
Right.
So
It
yeah,
all depends on how you.
it's the interaction.
Yeah.
You're right. It is the interaction.
Yeah, it all depends on how you do it.
Yeah. Right. That's I think that's a big thing with society, right? Is because we're so conditioned to just be like, if something's wrong, you make it right. And we're so demanding with it instead of just going, you know, instead of learning how to interact in a better fashion, talk in a better manner.
Things were going so
other.
smoother. Yes.
Yeah, to each other. That's communication. Awkward intelligence.
Yes.
Have more talks. Communicate more. We talk about that
Things were
all the
going
time.
so much smoother, man.
Yeah. We don't always have to go directly to what the fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's what starts the conflicts.
Yeah.
You know, we just go, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Can we figure this out?
Right.
Something's going on right here. Do y'all see this?
Right.
You
It
know?
was one snap, then
It
double on
triggers
snap,
other
and then,
people, right.
Nah.
You're like, hey,
that's bad energy floating. That's bad energy floating through there. And that's not good.
It starts with us.
Right.
You know, if we're continuing to be negative in the world, we're going to continue to get negative out of the world.
Right.
So yeah, try your best to you know, step back from the scenario for a second before you just jump in with all your fire, you know.
Right.
And just say, hey, I know mistakes happen. Can we correct this mistake? You know? That's it, you know. And hopefully the way you're communicating, the way you're bringing it makes them feel like, oh, I apologize for that. Made a mistake. Let's fix it. You know, that's it. You don't got to jump down everybody's throat all the time.
Nah, not
But
all
we're
the
gonna
time.
make mistakes.
Right.
We're people.
Right.
You know, we're humans. We make mistakes. But if you're more cognizant of that idea, it will make you rethink your step every time to make sure, okay, is this the proper reaction to this scenario? You know? Am I just throwing a fit? You know? Some of us never grew up. We kept throwing fits our whole lives.
Facts.
There's some toddler adults out there.
Man, I see him. Bomb droppers.
Wow.
They definitely out there.
Man. Yeah.
But
There's a lot of names for them too. But we don't do that around here.
yeah, a lot of letters. No, we don't.
We're not trying to bash nobody out here.
No. Do you, man? Do you?
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, the world is it's all in how you navigate it. We've said that multiple times on the show. It's all in how you navigate it. You can navigate your world in a very simplistic, chill way if that's how you choose. Or you can just fucking Kool-Aid man through every fucking door you go to, if that's who you want to be. But why? But you're gonna get that reaction back. That's why they say keep that same energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you come busting through my door, I'm gonna come busting through your fucking
shit.
door.
Keep that same energy.
But if you give it a knock and you say, you know, hey, what's going on here? How are y'all? You're gonna get that same energy, you know, of, oh, hey, how are you today? What's been going on with you? You know, that's it, right? It's the energy you give is the energy you're gonna get. What do we
Bomb
not understand
droppers.
about that, people? What do we not understand? right? That's what they say. What do we not understand about that? I didn't really fully get on that yet. I still want to say understand.
No, it's
But it's
from the inside. Yeah,
understand, yeah. Because it is. It's you. It's you creating that atmosphere. There's a lot of fiery people out here. You know, we all grew up with them. Some of them were called parents. So where do you think we learned it from, right? Yeah. But you know, you forgive and you move on, and you understand that their world was a different world, and you grew up in that world,
right?
You know, and then now we're in this new modern world, and we have to learn how to navigate that. We can't keep navigating this world with old world ways. I don't know. Sounds logical.
Yeah.
Sounds logical, right?
Yeah.
Or am I just making shit up?
No, that sounds legit. Sounds legit, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, man. It's
crazy out here, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink. Been talking a lot.
Yeah. Just watch it, man. That energy, man. That energy is strong, man. For real.
Yeah, learn how to
shit is strong.
Learn how to use it. You know, you can use that fire energy in a lot of different ways. You know, you can. I mean, the fire energy is what got us doing this show, because we were passionate about doing some shit, about talking to the community, about creating ideas, giving people new shit. So the fire goes into this. I don't have to, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have to shoot fire at everybody, like Mario. Wait, when Mario got mad, what happened? He started shooting fire at everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that was my game too, boy. Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Which ones? You play
Super
them all?
Mario Brothers.
Or the original?
Which one was that? The one with the Mario Brothers.
The original one,
3.
Right? Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. 3?
Yeah,
where
when they put a raccoon suit on.
Okay, yeah. That was your joint?
Yeah.
I like that one. I used to play that one. That was a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, growing up.
I played them though.
Yeah, our shits were like Mario Kart. Remember Mario Kart?
Oh, Mario Kart? That's
the original.
What?
I don't think I might have played like the third one time. And I was like,
on 64?
Something like that. On 64 Mario Kart. Yeah,
yes,
Mario
yes,
Kart
sir. 64.
No.
Yes.
64?
64.
No, Super Nintendo.
No.
I was on the Super Nintendo.
Matter of fact.
Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
They was on both of them, though. They was on both of them.
64, that's what it was. Mario Kart,
Yeah.
when I played Mario Kart 64, I was like, this is some bullshit.
What?
I didn't like that one.
You didn't like that one?
Because I came from the original Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, and that was my shit.
I played that one too, though.
Yeah.
I played that one too.
I got so good, I could hit you with the green ones, chasing you. I would anticipate your moves and fuck you up.
Boo, with a green one?
With a green one.
Damn, you nasty.
And I used to be able to throw the bananas at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be racing and
to,
throw them right at you, and you'd hit them, boom, and land in front of you.
That's my
do the
shit.
little spin.
I'm telling you, I used to go around the corner drifting.
Right.
Drift around the corner.
You always drift the corners.
With my damn.
You do the hop.
My shells going around the thing.
Yeah, you do the hop. You'd hop around the corner.
Man. Wow.
We need to get that. We need to get that game. I'd still play that game today.
You took me back for a minute. Wow. Mario Kart.
That was when games were fucking fun.
Man, what?
You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody playing together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could get four people
right.
there, right? Yeah.
Everybody playing together.
But yeah, even split screen with 2, it was cool. And then you lose, give up the controller. Next one.
That's it, next.
Yeah.
You ever had sore looters?
Oh, of course. I mean, who didn't?
Throw the controller and shit.
Yeah. It was usually the younger ones.
I was never like that though. Yeah. If I lost, I just took an L, man.
See, those are those same ones that grew up and became adult toddlers. Some of them, you know.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but some of them. But yeah.
Ain't no wrong with taking an L, man.
It builds character.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's when they talked about, like, when sports 10, 15 years ago, everybody was getting participation trophies. It's like, no, because you don't learn nothing from that. You think you're going to get a reward every time you do something. And it's like, no, not everybody's going to be good at everything. But you attempt it. And if you do well and you like it, you keep attempting it. If you like it, you didn't do well, but you like it, you keep trying. You know?
Sir. Yes, sir.
But that's what all that is. It's like, just you can't have a reward for everything, because then there's nothing to achieve. It's
Right.
like it's like the last rewards I really got, were like baseball trophies. When I was younger. After that, life in a way just stopped rewarding you. You became an adult.
Facts.
But you understood the difference between winning and losing from those moments. That's what it's about. It's about picking yourself back up and going, okay, I got to try better.
Right.
I got to try again, or whatever. So, but when you're not getting that at the end of the day, you're going, oh, everybody wins. We're all winners. It's like that doesn't build the character you need. That's indoctrination. That's some weird shit. So I don't know.
No motivation out there.
Everybody doesn't agree, but that's how we got where we are now, where society is soft.
Most of them.
We build a soft society through shit like that.
Yeah.
And then that's how we get taken advantage of. And that's why we are here. And we're battling our way out.
Yep. It's a war going on outside. Hope you see it.
One episode at a time. Awkward Intelligence. Hello.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So did everybody go out there and get their gear yet? What are y'all doing? Are y'all wearing the Awkward Intelligence gear yet? Mine's on the way. I'll have it next week. Here we are.
Up. I gotta get my hat.
Yeah.
Gotta get my hat.
I'll most likely have my shit next week.
Okay. Okay.
I got a couple shirts coming.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I gotta keep the gear fresh, man.
Yeah.
I got I like wearing our gear. I don't like wearing everybody else's.
That's
gear.
what I'm saying.
But I will. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I have fun too. I buy other people's shit and I want to promote their stuff too. So I do that. I talked about that before on the show. It's like, if you want to promote on the show, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? I'll wear your shirt. I'll put some shit together, whatever. But I love wearing my own gear. I love walking out the house.
That's it.
With my shit on.
Yeah, people see it, man.
Yeah. So that's just how I feel. I'm one of those guys. I love brands, but I don't love brands. I wasn't a Nike guy. I wasn't an Adidas guy. I wasn't a FUBU guy. I wasn't a Karl Kanai. I wasn't that kind of guy. Back then, I was just wearing random
Whatever
shit that you got at Target, Walmart. I didn't give a fuck. Growing up, I wasn't a big gear guy.
Yeah.
So as I got older and I realized I could do my own shit, I'm like, man, I'll make my own gear, man. Fuck wearing everybody else's shit. But that's just me. That's who I am.
Shit. Back in the day, I used to have Nikes and shit.
Yeah.
Nikes. Like growing up and shit like that. But I wasn't pressed for them, but
Right.
that's what I had.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
I had a pair. I ain't gonna lie. I had a pair of Payless shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A couple different times, right?
Yeah, I had
Like,
thug it
man,
out.
Sometimes you got to.
You know what I mean? I had some XJ 900s.
But you know what that did?
You know about the XJ 900s?
You know what that did, folks?
Yeah.
That built character.
Man, it ain't nothing.
We got it out the mud.
It's cool.
Shout out
900s. You
Louisiana.
know about the XJ 900s, man. Payless shoes. You hear me?
The 9,000s?
Oh, 9,000. Well, shit. I think I had the 9,000 shit. My shit was all messed up. You know what I'm saying? My shit was really Payless. You hear me?
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, I mean,
So,
like
nah,
you say,
everything was cool though, man.
That built character. You had to work it out. You had to be like, fuck that. These are cool.
Yeah.
You made motherfuckers think they was cool. You know? Like,
Exactly. I ain't a materialistic guy, but
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I never really was
like
either. It's like You
I
work
could
with
put on
what
some
you got.
random.
Work with what you
I
got.
could put on some random shit. They be like, damn, boy, you fly as a motherfucker.
Make it look
Like,
fly,
what?
right? Like it's fly when it sits.
You don't know where I just got this from. You hear me?
It's like it's fly when it sits on this hanger. You know what I mean?
Right. Shit, what they say? You wear the clothes don't wear you.
Exactly. There it is. Drop that bomb.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, I'm wearing the clothes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Check me out.
Check me out, right?
Yeah, humble beginnings, man.
I hear you, man. Shit, ain't nobody perfect, man.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, because we've talked about that on episodes where we've said, that's your avatar. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that's who you are.
Yeah.
That's just what you chose to look like today. Nothing wrong with that. Right. And we're all doing, it's like, if you think about it today,
on the inside.
Even more today, though, if you notice, even more today within society and the younger people, they start dressing really weird.
Yeah.
Just kind of expressing themselves in a way totally different. And you know where I think that came from? This is just my own Fortnite. You seen that game?
Yeah, hell yeah, I seen that game. With the different,
because they can just buy unlimited fucking skins on this game. I think people got used to just like, we can just look like however, which is cool.
Whatever. Yeah.
Which is totally cool because it shows your individuality. It shows people not conforming to the Nikes and the car, and the fucking, different fucking brands out there, the Balenciagas, It's like they're not conforming to that shit no more. They're doing their own thing, and that's cool. They're realizing that their avatar and their skin is just whatever. It does. It's like you said. It's more about the person inside. Mm-hmm. It's like the person who's got all the nose rings and the earrings and the chains and the different stuff and the bracelets and you're like who is this? It's a cool person. Let me get to know this person. And I think that's a better way to do it. Than always kind of what are those? It's like. It's like that's the negative part of it where I think sometimes, and then I think some people are just hiding behind their shit. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like, if I wear all this shit, people won't talk to me or something.
That's where that bullying shit come in.
Right.
What are those? You know what I mean? That's
I mean, a little bit of that builds character.
Now.
Everybody should get some bullying, so you understand what it is. But I don't think there should. It's like anything. What is it? Too much of anything's a bad thing, right? So you don't want to isolate anybody and create a whole isolation for them. A bullied isolation situation is what creates those, it just is wrong. But everybody should get a little bully here and there, because that's just part of society and life of you start learning what's acceptable, what's not, and and then you just build your own little thing. Stand up for yourself. Learn to stand up for yourself in scenarios, and you need that. I think as just to live in a society as that we have, you need a little bit of that.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I think we all got some of that. We all weren't perfect people. I wasn't the fucking most popular kid in school, but I wasn't the least popular kid either.
Right.
It was like you had to work your atmosphere. You had to understand and navigate your world. But everybody's different, and we're all there for a reason. We're all learning because we probably learn things from the unpopular kids and learn things from the popular kids. Just because if you watch the way they interact, you were learning from that. So.
I wasn't even trying to be popular, but people knew me and shit. Like
right, but that's what I'm saying. If you
gotta carry your energy
if you're
right,
a cool motherfucker,
right,
then they're gonna be like, "Hey, he's a cool motherfucker." It doesn't matter if you're popular or not.
Right,
you're just a cool soul.
Right. I came to school late. You know what I'm saying?
On purpose?
Right. Nah. I was moving and shit.
Yeah,
we moved.
Right.
So I went to the school late. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn. And I hate walking into places late, you know what I'm saying? So it's my first day here. I'm late. I'm like, damn. I'm wondering like what they gonna think. I stutter, you know what I mean? Like, oh Lord.
Right. Who's this guy?
Right. You know what I'm saying? But everything was cool though. Shit, I carried it well. Everything was cool.
Yeah.
I met some people along the way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything was cool.
It's a journey.
Right.
It's a journey.
Right. you know. So good, man. It's just all in how you carry yourself, man. Carry that energy right.
Yeah.
You get that good energy. Carry that bad energy, you get negative energy. You don't want that one.
Yeah. And back then we didn't even understand energy probably. We didn't even know what that even meant. Because nobody was teaching us this stuff, you know. We had to these are things we picked up along the way.
Mm-hmm. I kept it cool.
Yeah. You still do.
Yeah. I don't you know what I mean? I don't bother nobody, man.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Bother nobody. Live your life.
There's no reason to. Why are we out here causing craziness when when you can just go do your thing and you know?
Too much in the world going on, man.
Yeah.
Just be fight down here with each other, man, for real.
Yeah.
That shit pointless, man.
Yeah. There's so much to do out here in this world.
So much.
So much we haven't done. You know? It's like, there's a lot of people that have traveled. There's a lot of people who've never traveled. You know? A lot of people who've never even left their state, their city, their county. You know what I mean? There's people that haven't done a lot of things in this world just because they didn't have the means and just because society was the way it was. A lot of people are scared to go to the city. They live outside of a city somewhere and they're like, I don't go in the city, man. They're like, the city's fucked up. I used to know people around here, around Baltimore, used to say that. They used to be like, nah, I don't go in the city. And I'm like, why not? And they're like, man, it's crazy. And I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you want to go down there just to see what's up? Hang out, do your thing. You do your thing. Why are you worried about everybody else? That's how I looked at it. But that's because I had traveled a little bit, through the military and different things where I'm like, I've been places. I'm not worried about what's going on there. I'm getting my own experience, I mean, shit happens, but come on, don't be scared of it. You
can't be. You're right. Shit does happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard, about Baltimore. They were like, man, Baltimore, this and that. I'm like, what?
Right.
And then now I end up in Baltimore.
Right. Now you live.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hype about? You know what I mean? Always hear, Baltimore, Baltimore and D.C. beef and all that. Like, what?
Right.
For what?
Exactly.
Why?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It's enough for
everybody. They cool.
Man.
I'm cool with them. They cool with me. Like, what?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Exactly.
What's the issue, man?
Everybody's keeping it cool, then we're good.
Right. What's the issue?
Mm-hmm. It started somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean? It started somewhere, and then it probably just kept getting pushed. Mm-hmm. It started somewhere. Because you're right. You don't hear about it as much nowadays. Yeah. But about 5, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, it was a thing. It was always like a separation for some reason. Yeah. You always heard that. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But nowadays, you don't really hear it as much. You don't hear it as much.
Well,
probably with social media. Social media's kind of opened it up.
I was about to say the same thing. I was thinking about, I don't know, they shit, you know what I mean?
People started
wasn't
kind
up yet, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I was like,
because like we said before, it's like, it doesn't mean, just because we're from different places doesn't mean we can't learn each other's cultures and ideas.
Right.
No one said you can't do that.
Right.
But it's like, when someone puts a barrier in, you almost feel like you have to continue that barrier for some reason. It's the division. There's something I kind of wanted to bring up. Division, right?
That's what I was thinking about.
We've been divided in so many ways in this world.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. So think about that.
Droppers.
That's something. It's like we've been divided politically, genderly, sexually, high school, college, work, county, city, state, team, hockey, football. I mean, how much
droppers.
Instead of like we've talked about before, instead of taking those things and being proud of those things because they're from your city or from your town or from whatever, but respecting everybody else having their own scenarios, it would be different. But they created fanatics. Y'all are crazy out there. You're fucking fanatics. They shortened it to fans and made y'all think y'all were normal. Y'all are fucking fanatics. That's one step away from a maniac. You're almost a maniac for this shit.
He's reading, yo. He's reading. He's on his spree.
Division. We got to stop the religion.
For real.
Religion.
Facts.
We've been so divided.
Facts.
In cultures, religions, ideas, thoughts, communication, everything. We got to get out of that. We got to be willing to understand who's standing next to us on any given day. And that's cool. If they're different, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I know some Arabics.
Right.
I work with them, man. I work with Arabic, Spanish people.
And you know something else?
We all get together, man.
Yeah. You know another thing?
What's that?
Most Americans know English.
Right.
And English only.
Right.
And we're proud of that. We're like, I'm fucking American, right? But think about this. I've never thought about it like this, but I'm starting to think about it like this.
I know where you're going.
Anybody who comes here and learns English, even if it's half English, and they have an accent, you know what that usually means? That means they know another language, which means they know more than you. That's ridiculous. I'm starting to feel how fucked up it is that I never learned Spanish. Giving it to the folks. I never learned Spanish. And I used to be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I
mean,
but
I know a little bit.
Looking at it from that perspective,
yeah,
right? That's how lazy I'm being by not learning.
Not learning
is because I can, I should, and there's a million billion people in this world that have already done it. So it's possible. It's a revelation. It's just something I've been thinking about. I'm seeing it from a different angle this time. Instead of me going, fuck it, who cares? I'm seeing it from that angle of I'm intelligent enough, just like they are, to know at least one other language. Minimum. There's people who know 7 languages, you know? Think about the mental capacity of that kind of shit. When I'm struggling with fucking English over here.
Shit crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm struggling trying to just get words out in English. There's people who have learned a whole nother language and then learned my language.
Yeah. Shit crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how wild
crazy,
this shit is.
But you know, like the Arabic dude I work with, he be telling me to teach him English.
Yeah.
You know, like it's hard for me to teach you English. Like, you already know, you know what I mean? You speaking to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
You're talking to me, but you tell me Arabic. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know some words now,
right.
but I can't speak it fluently.
Right.
But he been teaching me some words.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. See?
I was like,
you're doing it. And I'm over here being a lazy American.
I was like, wow, you know. And you know what? Nah, man, no. Don't say that, man. Nah, man.
Oh, shit.
Nah, shit, because, well, shit, if you say that, shit, I'm lazy too then, because
most of us are.
You know what I mean? I ain't do too well in Spanish my damn self. I ain't, go forward with it.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, for real.
I'm just being hard on myself, folks.
Yeah.
Just being hard on myself. Just bringing light to it, you know.
You know. Hey, now you got me coming out and shit. Damn.
Sometimes you gotta, because I feel like if I say that to myself, like you just said, and then I'm like, that'll make me want to do it. I'll be a little more like, fuck, why am I being lazy? And then I'll just go do, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the motivator. That's that motivator for me. You know, just kind of clown myself a little bit and then go, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen.
Don't worry.
So yeah, don't let it get you down.
No.
We can all you can change anything you want to change. We said that. If you want to change, take the step. I have a Duolingo account. I set it up. So I did that much. And I'm not talking about yesterday. This was like 7 months ago. And it kept sending me emails every day going, hey, where you at?
Hey,
what's going on? You missed your you missed your lecture. I just didn't give a fuck at the time. I mean, straight up.
Hey, well, look. At least you got it.
But
you got it.
That was the step.
You got it. Right.
We're talking about it now.
Right.
That's the manifestation.
Right.
Come see me in a year. Keep watching.
Yeah.
And over time, this podcast will be in Spanish. We'll have that episode.
In Spanish.
We'll have that episode where we're just talking Spanish this whole time.
Poquito.
Exactly.
That
That's
means
probably
little.
the only word I know, too.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because here's what I tell them. Let me throw it out here. Here's what I tell them. They'll say, you know, like, they'll come up usually, and they'll get they'll do the, habla inglés? And I'll be like, no español, un poquito. That's all I say.
Yeah.
And they're always like,
Un
what?
poquito.
And then they look at me like, this motherfucker. How do you not know Spanish?
Man is right.
And I'm just like, man, I get it all the time. It's ridiculous. And that's why I'm saying I should have known this shit, and I don't. And that's fucking ridiculous. And I get it. Thank you. I get it. All right.
Shit. It's like my background from Trinidad.
Yeah.
I could speak it, but I don't do it all the time. It just got to come out.
Or you just, when you like talk to your folks or something?
It don't even come out when I talk to them.
Yeah.
Like it just come out sometimes when I want to, you know, sometimes.
When you want to flex?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Saying I'm going to flex really big.
You know? Or if I get mad at something, you know, it might come out a little bit.
Throw a little bit together.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like we take that for granted. That's all I was trying to, that was kind of what I was trying to convey with it all in the end was we take it for granted that we know English, and that's all we've been able to live our lives like that. Where there's people from all over the world who had to learn a second or third language just to get around the world.
Right.
Because that's what they decided to do, you know?
Yeah, some people talking codes, man.
Right.
Crazy.
What's the
That's
next project?
crazy.
That put the question out to the community. What's the next project?
What's the next project?
Oh, yeah, I already did. I told him earlier. Talking about like going live and stuff. Yeah. We talked about that. We threw that in there. We said we were gonna be going live and doing some stuff with that. So I think we're live right now.
Oh yeah, that's see.
So if y'all
happen, we just live now.
We're recording this, and you're not going to see this till Friday.
You about to say something.
But we are live right now. So for everybody who is probably checking it out right now, you're getting an exclusive into the whole podcast scenario here. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That's crazy. Yeah.
They'll be able to check a little bit of that of how we're putting it together before it comes together. So yeah, that's cool. But that's the kind of stuff we're talking about doing.
Right.
You know, so is doing some live stuff like that so that we can give everybody else some different perspectives of what's actually happening in here. If it's the show, or if it's mixing, or if it's recording, or if it's just us in here bullshitting, you know. Sometimes we'll go live and let y'all check it out. Check out the world of PPE Studios. So yeah, definitely.
Yes,
But yeah, we can get to final thoughts.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts,
You
man.
know how we do, and just kind of
Man, just beware your surroundings, man.
There we go again, right?
Beware of your surroundings.
Keep giving it to them.
For real. Bomb droppers. You know.
Yeah, navigate your world. Navigate your world. Your world. Not the world they tell you about, but your world. It's your reality. Everybody's reality is a little different than everyone else's.
Yeah.
So yeah, just navigate your world. Check your surroundings. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. But be prepared.
Bomb droppers.
That's it. Always be prepared.
Wow. Yes, sir.
I think, you know what? That's what we're going to have to call this episode. What? Bomb droppers.
Bomb droppers.
T-shirt coming soon.
That's what it is, man. We here.
T-shirt coming soon. So yeah, we'll get that one together. That'll be a cool one. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll take like a screenshot of the show, and then we'll figure out how to make that into a shirt. Some shit like that. Yeah, that'll be cool.
It come to life.
Bomb droppers. Yeah, like I said, once
It come to life,
once we get
for
the
real.
team involved, we'll get it all figured out.
Everybody flowing. We get it. Yeah, but tonight I'm going into the show tonight.
Oh yeah, did we talk about last time when I went to the show?
Nah,
Oh,
cause
let's end with that.
Nah,
Did you go to the show?
Yeah, I
You went
went
the other week, right?
Yeah,
You got on stage?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's end with that.
I went on stage.
Here we go.
And damn, you know I smoke a lot, so I don't remember
Right.
too much.
And just give me the gist. Give me the gist.
Say nah, man. You know I went on stage. You know, did my thing. It was cool.
That was that was the one you said you first time you'd been up in a while, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, definitely.
You know what I mean? I was a little, you know what I mean? I was a little rusty and shit. I was
Yeah.
a little rusty, but
How
I'm
many
cool.
people? How many people were in there? 20, 30, 100, 50, 70?
Probably like 30.
Yeah. So it was like a good mix of a room, not full,
Yeah.
not packed, but
I mean,
Yeah.
it was more people than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
but you said there was like different
some
sections, right?
comedians went on.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, and then their people leave, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
That
left
always
all
happens.
crazy,
That always
so.
happens. Yeah.
It's cool.
Did you get
So-
to choose when you went on, or they was just
No.
random?
Yeah, it's random.
Oh, so you put your name and then they just
Yeah,
pull you out
and
of
they
hat or
call you.
something?
Mhm.
Okay. Got you. Okay. So yeah. Had you gone at a certain time, you might have had more people because
Right.
of those people being there. Gotcha. That's see, that's that weird shit. That's that weird shit.
Yeah.
Even when we did shows, it used to be like that. Where, you know, if there was an act who brought a bunch of people, those people will watch them and leave. And if you went after them, sometimes there was almost nobody in the crowd left.
That's what I'm saying. And then shit. I remember one show I did. It was like a competition or whatever. You're supposed to bring like 8 people with you.
Right.
This dude bought a whole school bus. Of course he gonna win. You know what I mean? He gonna win the
because
damn
then it was
show.
kind of like
Yeah,
he had the majority room, right?
I was
Oh,
like,
man.
oh man, this dude had
Hey.
a whole school bus. Like,
He
damn.
figured it out.
Yeah.
He's like, I can win every time.
Every time. I'm gonna go ahead and say nothing. I'm
Right.
gonna go ahead and just
Oh, find it. Find it.
I had to come up with that. You see? I hit that button though. Yeah. Blah blah blah.
Oh shit, there's a question.
Uh-oh.
We'll give a last thought about that. Okay.
Hold on. What happened?
Melly Mel saying Eminem is where he is because he's white. I would say, like,
Eminem.
my thought on that, like if I had a thought on that, my thought on that would be he had a specific lane at that time that he used and that they are used and abused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he cut a specific lane at that time. And there was no one else like him. So he's where he's at because there was no one like him. He was doing something different than most people were doing at that time, rap-wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
And-
I don't think it was a white
and-
or black thing. I don't think
Well,
it has nothing to do with that specifically.
No, but okay. We know he white,
Right.
but he had a different flow.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's probably what got him. You know what I'm saying? Got him like that. Because his flow, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not because he's white and shit like that, but
Yeah. Because he was doing something different. That's how I looked at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what's the white boy name now? Tech, white boy Kelly, Machine Gun.
Oh,
Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly? Yeah.
He got a different flow too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like doing like.
He rap kind of fast
Yeah.
too and shit like that. But
But that's what I say. Eminem pioneered that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's a lane. There's that lane. It's a
Yeah.
very thin lane that they can play around in right there.
Right.
That's how I look at it. It's just because they don't do nothing else. All they do is basically
He was in
clown
the
themselves
game.
and clown,
Yeah, he
you
was
know,
in the
and stuff
game
like that.
before.
There's a
Long
certain
while,
there's a certain
so.
lane that is. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Does that answer it for him?
Well, y'all gave your answer. I said Eminem is a goat.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess
Yeah.
guess we should wrap this thing up then.
Yeah.
Those were the final thoughts.
Yeah, final
Gave you that
thoughts,
last
man.
one. So yeah, we'll wrap this up. Awkward Intelligence,
Hey.
Intox.
And BDot, baby.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Blah, 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 blah.